Let's go live now to Darwin, where people are speaking outside court after Police Officer Zachary Rolfe was found not guilty on all charges of murder and manslaughter. Let's listen in.
What were you thinking when you heard the verdict?
Today, thankfully, we've seen justice prevail. Obviously, this has been a very traumatic 2+ years for a lot of people. As we've spoken about previously, it was a tragic day. A young man lost his life, but let's not forget Constable Rolfe, Constable Ebel were set upon viciously, and they followed their training, and today we've seen justice prevail. It was a travesty that Constable Rolfe was charged so quickly and without thorough investigation. We'll have more to say about that in the coming days. I'd like to thank the legal team. Constable Rolfe, his family have been incredibly strong through this difficult time, and the Northern Territory Police Association has stood side by side with him and his family since day one, and we're grateful today that he can get on with his life. Thank you.
Mr. Rolfe, what's next for you? Will you be returning to the police force?
We're welcome to be returning to the police force if we want to.
OK, that was supporters as well as Zachary Rolfe speaking outside of court just then. A few moments ago, he was found not guilty of the murder and other charges, including manslaughter of a 19-year-old Aboriginal man. We will have full coverage. We are waiting for our reporter, Matt Cunningham, up in Darwin, who has been following this case very closely from start to end. He will give us the latest there. But as you can see, they're saying today that justice has prevailed. This all occurred back in 2019 when Zachary Rolfe was trying to arrest this man and something has gone terribly wrong. But today the jury voted in his favour and he was found not guilty of murder. As you can see, there he is in the middle there walking outside of court with all of his supporters. He made a very brief statement to the media. They tried to ask him then, will you return to the police force? But he wouldn't take any further questions. It was an almost 5-week trial and resulted only this week that the jury retired to consider that verdict. He was charged with murder as well as manslaughter and engaging in a violent act causing death. We do have a little bit of audio of what Zachary Rolfe had to say just outside court. We'll play that one for you now. Okay, so we don't have that one yet, so we'll just wait for that one to keep going. But essentially, the charges were such that the individual allegedly stabbed Constable Rolfe with scissors prior to the first shots being fired. Now, that shot was not subject to any of the charges. However, the main charges resulted from a shot that was heard about 2.6 seconds after the first shot. Rolfe fired his gun, and then about only half a second later, he fired for a third time. It was then when the final 2 shots were fired from close range, that's when the individual passed away. But today, the jury voted in his favour, finding him not guilty. We do now have that audio, a little bit of Zachary Rolfe speaking outside of court a short time ago. Let's play that one for you now.
What would you like to say?
Obviously, I think that was the right decision to make, but a lot of people are hurting today, Kumanjayi's family and his community, and he didn't need to get to this point, so I'm going to leave this space with him.